Hey everyone, Seth Campbell here. Welcome back to Segway Plays Donkey Kong 64. In the last episode, we defeated Dogaden for a second time, cleaned up a few things around DK Isles, and entered Crystal Caves. So in this episode, we will begin exploring this chilly but relaxing world. Now, first things first, as we saw in the lobby, we already saw a breakable, I'll call it an ice wall, but still don't know if it's ice or crystals. But chunky, so we know we can punch that. And here is a chunky pad, although we don't know how to use that yet, and that's a Donkey Kong balloon. What am I thinking? Sorry, technical situation here, but so we will remember that that is there. Let's see what else we can find. I love the atmosphere of this place. It looks cold and icy, but you can't really tell. I mean, well, now that I think about it, yes, there's an igloo and everything, but oh, so much for relaxing. Did I forget to mention? There is a giant Kasha somewhere who periodically gets angry and makes it rain stalactites. And it's going to be quite a while before we can do anything about that. So, just get ready to run. I don't know if it's random or if it waits for a specific... I guess you have to slide down this. You have to... Oh! No, I think it is random because it doesn't usually reoccur that quickly. So yeah, I'd recommend running for cover when that happens. If you're out in the open areas of the cave, you're susceptible. Look at these coins here. So anyway... In our panic, we found Snide's HQ for this level, though we don't have any new blueprints. Actually, we do. We have Lanky's from DK Isles, but I think we'll take care of that later. Ow. So this... I guess the Kasha is the gimmick of this level, the raining stalactites that you need to be careful of. Just get these blue bananas while we're here. There are a lot of hazards, I guess you can say, in this level, and it's... I don't know, it's pretty easy to get lost. Especially because of the lighting. It's so dark, and you can't see too far away from... Wow, this guy's coming fast and furious today. We should probably... Well, that was a close one. But here... Oh, no. Jump at the top of this is a little finicky, and because if you miss it... It's possible when sliding, if you land just right, you can start a new orang stand. Now... Cranky Kong has not been as useful as he's about to be in a long time. No more jetpack. Give it up, old man. We are not doing that again. It's your lucky day, Lanky. Somehow you played well enough to earn my next potion as well. It's cheap at 7 coins. I'm sure you'll want this one, too. Yes. Is the Orang Stand Sprint the Palmus Dash'em? I can run faster than you, Lanky. Even with K. Rool on my back. That's why this potion is a must. Jump into my barrel with your face on it, and you'll emerge like greased lightning. Just make sure you've got plenty of crystal coconuts. So yes, this is the Lanky Barrel ability, which we of course needed for the rabbit race and couldn't use yet in Fungi Forest. But 2 other Kongs have new abilities here too. Yeah, lucky day. Yeah, okay, we heard this already. Monkey Port, the Warpum Craftius? However that works. I'm really proud of this one, Tiny. If you stand on my pad with your face on it and press Z, you'll be teleported to another location. So this is Tiny's face pad move, and the way this one works, it's kind of like Banana Port pads, except you do not have to activate the second one to be able to reach it. In fact, it's usually at a place that you cannot otherwise reach. In fact, I think it's always at a place you cannot otherwise reach. And finally, give it up on the jetpack. The Gorilla Gone, the Where Is 'em Gone 'em? Do us a favor and use this one as often as possible. Huh, Chunky? Stand on my pad with your face on it, and press Z to turn invisible. Then we don't have to look at your ugly features. Thanks, Cranky. So that is what the Chunky pads are for. 3 coins. Nicely done. Done in 1 slide. So I say we go back to that first Gorilla Gone pad, as we now know it is, and see what it does for us. As Cranky said, it turns us invisible. It does not, however, turn our clothes invisible. It only works for a limited time. This one is very short. Doesn't need crystal coconuts or anything, but as you can see, its time is limited. And when you are invisible, things that were otherwise invisible become visible. How that works, I don't know. The fact that Chunky's clothes don't turn invisible remind me of an episode of Night Court. It's one of my favorite old sitcoms from the late 80s, early 90s. I don't know how many people remember it these days, but there's an episode where a character, can't remember his name, but played by now disgraced comedian Michael Richards, is arrested for burglary, and he's in court, and he's convinced that he's invisible. And he thinks nobody can see him. And in the end of the episode, he decides that the only reason people apparently can see him is because he's wearing clothes, and those clothes are not invisible, so he takes steps to rectify that situation. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, Night Court is a great show. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Elements of it are definitely dated, but at the same time, it's surprisingly progressive in its messaging for a show of the late 80s. Particularly in the later seasons, it really tackled some things that not a lot of sitcoms would. So, we are now armed with a bunch of new moves. Okay, this is a dead end. It's not a dead end because we can go in the water, but let's see. I see purple bananas in the water, so let's go with Tiny Kong. The disadvantage Crystal Caves has, I think, to Fungi Forest is that where Fungi Forest and even Gloomy Galleon are large levels, they're rather segmented. You know, there's what we called in Gloomy Galleon the first area with the lighthouse and the second area with all the shipwrecks. With Fungi Forest, oh boy, this guy's not leaving us alone. Oh, yeah, you see, these can hurt you. Fungi Forest had the Cuckoo Clock area, the Giant Mushroom area, the mill, the hollow tree with the owl and the rabbit and everything. Crystal Caves is largely one big open area, so it can get difficult to remember where you're supposed to go. Come on! Okay, I see a few things we can do here right now. Maybe can we wait out the... Yeah, you can actually go to a tag barrel to wait out the attacks from the Kasha. In short, these banana port pads are going to come in really handy in this level, not just as a fast way to get around, because they're always like that, but more as markers, because it's hard to remember where something is in the cave, but if you can remember, okay, it's near one of the banana port 1s, or one of the banana port 3s, or whatever, that will be your best friend when it comes to this sort of stuff. Come on. No, let go. Now, we see this igloo here. And if we can avoid getting impaled by large falling rocks, we can get up to the top where this Kasplat is. But above that... Well, can't quite jump high enough to see it here, but you can see it in an earlier frame, and I'll show it again in just a moment. Come on. Oh, no, don't disappear. Don't do it. Okay, there we go. There is one of those... One of those DK stars that essentially functions as a switch. And if you remember what Wrinkly Kong was saying to us, then the Kong we need to activate that is Diddy Kong. Of course, we'll need to find a rocket barrel first. Stalactites! Stalagmites! Hold me in, lock me tight, lips are dry, throat is dry, I feel I'm burning, feel my stomach churning. That's such a good song, it's so creepy though. I actually, on my SoundCloud page, I actually have a cover of that song, In the Cage by Genesis, that I recorded just kind of randomly one summer afternoon. Well, over here by Cranky is where the rocket barrel is. Unfortunately, the game has some mercy, seems to at least, that the Kasha's stalactite attacks stop when you're in the barrel. Or when you're wearing the jetpack, because if they just hit you on the way down, that would be kind of mean. Incidentally, for those of you wondering, yes, I am sure that it is stalactites that are falling and not stalagmites. And here's how I personally remember this. I got turned around here, I think. I personally remember this as such. Stalactites are on the ceiling, so they are holding on tight to the ceiling, whereas stalagmites, with an M, are in the ground. They come up out of the ground like little mountains. You see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm already turned around. I don't know where the igloo was. It's funky, so I feel like we have not been this way yet, and we have not. But there's another rocket barrel there. And I'm running out of crystal coconuts, and this is not good. So it is down on the other end. Huh? Oh, there, this way. Okay. So now, if I can just... There we go. That creates 5 music pads. So 1 entrance for each Kong. Oh, no, come on. Just let me get the bananas. I was hoping to go back for the Banana Port 4, but I don't have enough crystal coconuts for that. So I will have to do that a little bit later. So now that we have created these music pads, how about we check out this igloo? Never gets old. So, each igloo entrance has its own challenge. Diddy's challenge is to destroy all these barrels, but you have to destroy them in the order of the number on the pad underneath them. You can kind of see some of them when the barrel is still on. Otherwise, you want to pick up the barrel with B and then set it down with Z instead of throwing it with B once you can see what the number is. Now, this is evidently a magical igloo because it looks like we're inside the full size of it. There's only one door, and each room looks kind of like this, but is different. And I will tell you this. A couple of these igloo challenges. I'm thinking of one in particular, and if you've played this game, you know which one I mean. One in particular is really brutal. I would personally consider it among the hardest bananas in this game. Come on, don't let me run out of ammo too. I did. Well, at least I can get some crystal coconuts. Okay, don't let me forget this. There's a red balloon here in the igloo that we'll have to come back in for. What am I trying to do? Okay. So, we've gotten a sense of what's on this side of this little, I don't know, can you call it a river? Because I don't think it's, no, it's not a river, it's not flowing, it's, I guess you could say it's technically a lake. Maybe a really oddly shaped one, but yeah, I think a lake is probably what it is. So we can begin checking out the other side, and there are a few... Oh boy. There are a few, bridges across. I want to get these red coins if I can. Come on. I mean, I get that it's supposed to be ice, but I don't think it's supposed to have ice physics. How am I supposed to... Oh, you know what? Wait, I think I was actually supposed to fly up here. But, I managed to make it work. And there is another... Oh, some ammo crates. Good. We need these, as we've seen. Well, actually, I can get Funky to refill my ammo. That's a handy thing to remember. Is that Funky will do that for you.
Oh, take a look at this ammo belt, Diddy. All you Kong dudes get to carry more ammo for just 5 coins. I take it you're up for it?
Yeah, sure. All Kong's ammo belt 2.
Okay, Diddy. You're now maxed out at 200 shots. Is that what you're doing right now?
I actually thought that wasn't until the next area. I'll readily admit that. I forgot that that was here. So here's another rocket barrel. And observant viewers may have noticed that over here there's this bonus barrel just kind of floating in the waterfall. I feel like it'd be pretty hard to jetpack through a waterfall myself, but I've never tried it, so what do I know?
Welcome to bonus stage.
Mad Maze Mall. There is another one of these. Okay, destroy all the baddies. So we do get to hear this cool music again. There are some games that I know only appear once. I think Stash Snatch in particular is one that only appears once. I wasn't sure that there was another Mad Maze Mall. Obviously the enemies are a lot harder this time around than they were last time. A lot more kasplats. With a game like this, where it's both destroy all the enemies and find the finish line, it's harder to do it on your first try because of what just happened to me. There was a, quote, wrong, unquote, path near the beginning that I did not take because I couldn't remember what the route was. And so there's an enemy there that must be defeated. So what you want to do is take note of the route as much as you can on the first run. So now I know which way I want to go when I start. So don't feel bad if you can't beat this on your first run, because that's the trick of it. Is that you basically want to go the wrong way as much as possible to find the enemies there. It's not just reach the goal. Come on. Love this music. Cutting it close here. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Okay, maybe that's what I should be doing. I want to see when it actually hits one if the shockwave can take out the Kasplat in one go, because if so, that'll save you a lot of time. Okay, yes. And you have infinite crystal coconuts, and I guess that's why. You're supposed to do that. I think you probably need to do that. Ah, come on. Two can play at the shockwave game, buddy. And there we go. Are we still going to be flying? Yes. There's the banana. And can I make it back to that banana port 4, or do I not have enough crystal coconuts? Come on, I'm close. I know it. It's just past Cranky. It's just, trust me, it's good to have this. Okay, there we go. Fell off, but who cares? So we have done a lot in this episode. We have begun exploring crystal caves. We have created the entrances to the igloo, and with a tag barrel here, we can keep going through that. We have gotten a whole bunch of new moves that will open up a lot for us. We have increased our ammo belt, and we have dodged falling spears of rock. Speaking of which, oh, I thought we'd be safe under the tag barrel. Right on cue. Well, I say we call it here, and I'll see you in the next episode.